let me try to translate this into why do you like. We were talking about maturity before, and I think maturity is when you're able to pause to play instead of play then pause.
Yes,
And I think what she's saying is we don't pause enough. That doesn't mean you have to get repressed or suppressed, but we don't even take a moment to pause before we act. And then
don't have no
act,
second thoughts.
And then when we act, it builds up momentum, and then there's the embarrassment of what we did. And I think she's right. I think we see pausing, when we're in the midst of a high impulse as being repressive. We're not free. We're not true to ourselves. And I think if you think that of the entire society as never pausing before they do, we're going to be in a shitstorm.
That's a good point, Jeff.
Okay, a few things.
You're cursing now. You should not
really
be cursing.
fast. First, Atusa, I need to apologize to you for this lukewarm spit smell that's on this thing. That's not me. That smell was there before I got here this morning.
Wow.
Y'all need to fix that. This smells like spit on a grill. It's really hard.
It smells like tongue kiss.
Yeah, it smells like tongue kiss. Somebody that bad hunch. Anyway, prime example. Okay, Atusa got big naturals. Those are natural. I can tell. Them ain't like
Don't cover your face now.
Don't cover them now.
Yeah,
you was right at the house right before this going.
You should ask me.
Give her one of those T-shirts.
Ain't nothing wrong with them. Ain't nothing wrong with Atusa's big naturals. Now,
RamoMart.com.
if I have made a conscious choice, a conscious monogamous choice that my particular life is about my wife's naturals, okay? That don't mean I can't see those. What it means is that I've made a conscious choice not to react on that and go, girl, you know what, I like that law get down. Let's go have some lunch. I can't do that, okay? That doesn't make me any more or less mature unless you look at my commitment to my commitment. And that's purely what it's about. If you're going to get out with a bunch of people, if you and your significant other are going to get down with a bunch of people, be honest. But that's like you said, that's some shit from 600 years ago. Okay? Right now, in order to keep this republic working, that's why monogamy is so damn important. If we went back to hunting our food, you could fuck who you like, but we're not there.
Well, that's the way to. Well, I'll cover that later. I'll do that later. We have about 2 minutes left, but I want to come back to the central theme here. And for me, Doc touched on the maturity level. We have to stop, in my opinion, judging those who don't live the way we live.
Thank
you. So and I was going to save this for my final thought, but I'll just say it right now. The problem is every one of our ideas becomes our religion, and then we crusade for it mercilessly. And we have testimony and we testify how this works for me. Well, it worked for you. That doesn't mean it's a blanket license for everyone to be happy. Monogamy, in terms of, society, is relatively new. Can we not all agree on that?
Yeah.
And if it's new and it's an ideological social construct, why do we kill ourselves every day trying to fit into a system that is static when human beings are in flux?
Dynamic.
Our whole life, we're dynamic, we're moving, we're changing, we're evolving. So what happens is our ideas become our wardens. They police us. We're not really living free or authentic. So what we do is, and tell me this isn't the truth, Doc, how many people you deal with that have so much suppressed, unresolved, unrequited desires and thoughts and concepts because they had to fit the mold?
Oh, that's a lot of them. But what we talked about earlier is that what frees people is to know and experience what you feel at the deepest level. Almost everything we do is to stay away from feelings we don't want to feel, and yet feeling them. So underneath most anger is fear. Underneath most resentment is hurt. But a lot of times we don't want to feel what we feel underneath it all, and yet that sets you free. Is feeling what you feel at the deepest level sets you free, and then you can engage with other people without having a head of steam or needing to act out.
And now we're coming close to the reason why there's a high divorce rate. Most people are diet people. They're not real. They're not authentic. We just got to be. They're cut. They got aspartame in them. I'm just saying. We're about to take a quick break. When we come back, final thoughts. We're going to wrap it up. It's been crazy, but there's still more. I'll be back at 2.2 So What Mornings. Holla. Woo. Ladies and gentlemen, So What? Final thoughts. These are my final thoughts. Great book you should get. Robert Anton Wilson is the author. It's called Prometheus Rising. And in this book, he breaks down how society is programmed in a lockstep kind of, ideological system that keeps people where they are for maximum benefit for the ruling class. Here's the term that he uses to describe those people. Domesticated primates.
Damn.
Right? And what happens is we have this aspiration to be domestic in some way. Even the worst of us. When you look at the thug or the hood dude on the street, he wants the life that the executive guy lives. He wants the penthouse suite. He wants to have his kids in private school. He just didn't go the route to get there. So everybody is in pursuit of the same thing. That white picket fence, that beautiful wife, the 2.5 kids. We want to live that life, right? It's the pursuit of this domestic kind of life. And that's not necessarily a perfect life because it has nothing to do with happiness. It has nothing to do with authenticity. We've been sold a dream and everybody is in pursuit of a dream. Now, how does one dream fit every human? It doesn't. Because once you get the dream, you realize this dream doesn't fit me. It's like buying a jacket from a store off the rack. It's not tailor-made. We have to tailor-make our concepts for our happiness. Most people don't tailor-make their own happiness. They're in pursuit of a happiness that was put together and presented to them as normal. Monogamy isn't normal for everybody, right? It's just not, right? This is why I argue with the homosexuals. I say, listen, Christianity is not tailor-made for you. It hates you. But God loves you because God created you. So why don't you create your own religion and stop trying to fight your way into Christianity?
Let them use you.
Right? So that's my point. We're not creators. We're assimilators. We want to be normal.
I'm stealing that.
Monogamy is not, it's the normal thing. This is, most people aren't happy unless you're in a, and I'll tell you, she won't be happy if she's not. At the end of the day, there are a lot of women out there who are repressed, who are suppressed, who are accepting and tolerant of things that they never really wanted, but it's normal to have it. Most people will fight and die for normalcy, but yet sacrifice happiness to be there. Again, monogamy isn't for everyone. You saw the videos, you've seen the videos. All of the videos will tell you, all of the science tells you, humans are not biologically monogamous. But like Jeff said, in order to fit into this society, you got to play those rules in order to live a normal life. I'll end on this note from Krishnamurti. It is no measure of health to be fully integrated into a profoundly sick society. We spend most of our time trying to integrate into a society that is sick itself. There's no benefit to that. I'm Zoe Williams from the Zoe What Morning Show, and that is my final thought. What I'd like to do now, around the table, everybody tell us where you are, where they can find you, starting with our girl. You're going to be on our show from now on.
Sure.
Latusa, tell us
You guys
where they
can
can find
find me at familylawanddivorces.com or call me at the office, 310-855-3386.
855-3386, Family Law. Atusa Sae, you got to get at her. She's natural and beautiful. Jeff, where can we find you? Stop it, Jeff. Where can we find you?
I'm sorry. You can't sue me for looking shit. You put them away then.
She wore lace on purpose.
Yeah.
But go deeper, Jeff.
Put lace on your big naturals and then I ain't shit. At GB Funny Style, go to Jeff Brown's Fan Squad and demand your free ringtone.
Free ringtones from Jeff. Go ahead, Doc.
Go to heartfeltleadership.com and check the announcement about the free webinar this Friday on how to follow through and get people around you to follow through.
Sleezy.
Deric Sleezy Evans on that's Instagram, and that's about it. I'm monogamous, by the way.
Okay, thank you, now. My brother, my uncle, Bobby Glanton.
Here's a remedy for you. Real Men Don't Play. www.realmendon'tplay.com, and tune in Thursday to the Real Men Don't Play show. That's 6:30 p.m. PST on rmconlive.com.
Got you. Brandi Magee.
It's Brandi Magee. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Brandi Magee, BrandiMagee, or Instagram at Princess Wildflower. And tomorrow, 11 o'clock Pacific time, you can find me on The Voice of Reason at rmconlive.com. Again, with Zoe and Margot and Whitney.
And all the beautifuls, yes.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Listen, follow Zoe at Instagram, at Mr. Zoe What. We appreciate everybody. We got another hot topic for next week. It's going to be crazy. Don't miss it. Zoe What Mornings, TRadioV.com. Holla.